Thanks for tuning in to our bonus episode preview. This is just a short sample of this week's exclusive Patreon episode. You can hear the episode in its entirety by becoming a member at patreon.com/IndoctriNation, where you'll gain access to all of our exclusive episodes and merchandise. Thank you to all of the wonderful supporters of this podcast. Here is another bonus episode for you. There is a subject that I've been asked to talk about by a couple of people who have written in and who have noticed that there is a particular issue that takes place among former cult members, among the people who have left cults, who are healing from their experience, who are looking for support, who are looking to find ways to connect with other people who have left. And the thing that people have noticed is that often, not always, but often, there is discord, there is contention, there is tension between the former members. And so I wanted to be able to take a moment to try to explore with you about why that might be. Because there have been some people in my field, some colleagues of mine too, who are former cult members, who have had to learn how to get along with each other, who have had to learn not to be as competitive, not to use a public forum to put other people down or other contemporaries down. It's been a learning curve for a lot of people. And there are some people who have come to me to help me put some fires, or to have me help put some fires out. And it is something that I talk about without putting anyone down. This is not to say that people shouldn't be doing this work. This is not to say that there's something inherently wrong with former cult members. I would never say that. But if we understand what happens within the system of a cult, then we understand a little more about what is going on for people who have left. Within a cultic system, there is a tremendous amount of competition. If you are not in the upper echelon, if you are not in the favored group, you are horrendously mistreated. And you are also made to feel like once you've been kind of demoted to a lower caste, a lower group, it's going to be very hard for you to ever make your way back up. And you're going to have to pay penance. You're going to have to work very hard. You're going to have to work even harder than you already do. Make more sacrifices. Prove yourself so that you can get back in good graces. There's also a tremendous amount of gossip. People within cultic systems learn to be the kinds of people you can't trust to a certain degree. Not all, but many will even say to me, I'm not proud of the way I had to behave or I learned to behave, where if someone told me something in confidence, and it went against the cultic teachings, or someone was behaving in a way that they shouldn't have been according to the cult's teachings, I felt it was my obligation to report them to the leader. It was my obligation to write up a report on them. They could even be my child. They could be my parent. In Scientology, they have these things called KRs, which are knowledge reports. And yes, there are people I've talked to who have written knowledge reports, which is basically bad-mouthing and reporting on and ratting out, sometimes even their own children and their own parents, because you feel like it's for the greater good. You're doing something for the world by doing this.